You guys wouldn't just download a car, right? I think I just might. Before I do that though, I need to find a printer and I need to find a chassis to put this all on. This is a 1999 Porsche Boxster. It cost me $3,500 Canadian. It barely runs and it looks nothing like a supercar. But by the time we're done, it's going to have the heart of a Honda, the body of a GT3RS, and a soul made of plastic. Welcome to the most ambitious and probably most expensive mistake of my life so far. With the Eclipse build wrapping up and the Super still in fabrication limbo, I was restless. I almost bought a Civic SIR to do an all-wheel drive K-swap, but then I saw Mike Lake's 3D printed Porsche project he had started. I've never 3D printed anything in my life, but I like cars, and I like Lego, and I have adult money. How hard could it be? Back to Marketplace, where I thought I found the perfect car to make this happen. So I sent a message. What's the worst that could happen? Every other one I looked at was 4 times the price. This would have been perfect, or so I thought. And then this happened. And just when I thought this was all wrapped up, I called the driver and had it ready for pickup the next morning. 30 minutes before pickup, he cancels on me. The car has to be out by 5 o'clock today, and it's 1 p.m., and I have no way to get it home. 30 minutes later, and a dozen phone calls, the car was on its way home. Behind me is my 1999 Porsche Boxster, and I think I made a mistake. I give it the 10-foot rule. It's good from about 10 feet away, but when you get up close, it is not great. People have drawn on it over the years. I may have to blur that out. That's probably not family friendly. The headlights are shot. They need to be wet sanded. The bumper looks like it was spray painted in the dark. It doesn't run. It apparently starts every 20 times and then it dies. The motor is in pieces. The top is the best looking part of the car, but it's not staying. This is all going out. And the motor's broken on it, so it doesn't even move. The interior is straight out of 1999. Other than the fact that it's been ripped apart, it smells like a swamp in here and some musky old cigarettes. There's pieces everywhere. And behind me, that's the motor. Let's just say we found some goodies in the trunk and the frunk. So the plan is simple. We're gonna take this Porsche Boxster that's barely together. We're gonna rip off all the panels. We're gonna pull the motor. The bumpers are coming off. The whole body is gonna be down to a shell essentially. Give or take, a few pieces missing. The motor's coming out. The tires, they're definitely going. Those are gone. We're gonna 3D print a GT3RS body to put on top of this. We're gonna use some of it to make some carbon fiber pieces out of. We're gonna go for the full look of the car. And then on top of that, back here, gonna put a K-Series motor in the back of this and turbocharge it. This car comes with around 200 horsepower, 6-cylinder. That's what a K-Series does factory. And you're about 200 pounds lighter. So that's the road we're gonna go with a 6-speed transmission. The goal of this car is to have roughly the same horsepower as a 992 GT3RS, which are on that 500 horsepower mark, to be lighter, to be mid-engine, to look the same, to see how we can get this car to drive, and for maybe 1/10 of the cost. That's the goal here. And I'm gonna track it along the way. I'm gonna let you guys come along for the ride. You're gonna see exactly the time and the cost to build something like this from scratch. And this is gonna be crazy, but I think we need something that steps up from the one behind me. These are fun. This is a challenge. If you like Lego and you want to waste money, this is the way to do it. You guys are probably all wondering how this is even possible. And to be honest, I don't even know. But I think we have to start by downloading some files for a 3D printer. We need to buy a 3D printer. There's a lot that's going to happen behind the scenes. Big shout out to Mike Lake, who was the one that inspired me to do something like this. I saw his build. I didn't know something like that was possible. But I figured I could take it a little bit in a different direction. He's using his factory motor, it's turbocharged, the car looks great. but I have an obsession with Hondas. I've never owned one. I've always wanted to build one, and I couldn't find an SIR to build that wasn't rusted. So what better way to do this than get a K-Series motor from the junkyard, $500 or $600, put it in here, and don't get mad, these motors are $10,000, $12,000 US to replace. The car is only worth $3,500. Did I tell you guys I paid $3,500 for this car? That's Canadian, not US. I don't want to have crazy amount of money in this car. There will be, this is a car build, we know this. So this will be a K-Series turbo motor that goes in here. The body will be 3D printed. We're gonna have aftermarket suspension. We're gonna have a mixture of parts, OEM Porsche headlights, tail lights. We need that windows to make sure everything lines up and looks the same as a car. I want this when it's done, that if you looked at it from 10 feet away, not the 10 feet you're looking at from now, that it actually looks like a GT3RS. I think we should get the top down on this car. See what I mean? It doesn't even move. A lot easier than fixing the motor if we're gonna rip it out. Passenger floor, there was about 6 different cam position sensors, crank sensors, there was pulleys, there was a ton of stuff. There was a fuse that was hanging down connected to another fuse. This car looked like it's been passed through about 6 different hands where they've all tried to do something, and I don't know what happened, but this is the state that it's in now, so. Before I start ripping this car apart and I take the heart out of this car, we're gonna try one last time to start it. I'm gonna fast forward or rewind, depending on how you wanna look at this, to show you the condition that it's in right now and why this is coming out.
Okay, there's a wire coming from underneath the dash. I don't know if that's, no, it's not coming from the fuse box, but it's on a separate fuse.
Going to the fuse.
And then there's just a fucking wire wrapped around one end of a fuse.
But there's 2 fuses in there now.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
I don't know.
Do we start it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm very scared. Where's that coming from? Oh my God. Like, first off, I think I'm gonna pull that fuse out because that's just a weapon. Oh my God, I don't want that to fucking spark.
That's an extended wire.
Yeah, we're killing that. Anyway, let's get the windows down.
Let's see if it goes into auxiliary position. Radio's on. Oh shit.
We got 1, 2. Radio's a little messed up. Manuel. Manuel.
Hello, Manuel.
Oh, I thought that said check.
We gotta try and turn it over. I'm sorry. Probably not.
You ready?
Turns over. One more time. Put that fuse back in.
The fuse wouldn't go anywhere.
Put that fuse back in.
Is there a fuse cover?
Put that blue fuse back in.
I don't even know what it was plugged into. Oh God.
The one that's on the floor.
Yeah, but I don't even. It was just hanging. It wasn't plugged in anything.
It wasn't in that black piece right there?
No, it was just hanging down. That's what's kind of worrisome.
It scans automatically.
Oh, there we go. See, anyway, camshaft position sensor. A. Bank 1 or single sensor. Camshaft position sensor. This is what they all do. Mass or volume airflow circuit low.
Mass or volume.
Could be a dirty mass airflow sensor if it wasn't idling.
Could be a MAF. Camshaft position sensor. How many is there? Just 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so spark plugs, coil packs, mass airflow sensor. Try those first, and put fresh gas in it. And obviously make sure.
Let's see where the, let's check the oil. So guys, there you have it. This is the new project car. That is the crazy idea behind all of this. I hope you want to follow along in this journey, help support this, get this car back on the road. I think it can be a lot better than it is. You know, how can it not with paint like that? We got a long road ahead of us. We got a lot of cars to finish. It's gonna be a big year. I'm gonna finish this one. Start this one, and I got a super somewhere, at least pieces of it. 2026, halfway through now, a lot to come. Hope you guys follow along with the journey and watch us build some cars and waste some money along the way.